What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt and welcome back to another video. In this video, it's going to be about humanizing our retroactive jealousy, giving our retroactive jealousy a name. And this, when people give their OCD or tendencies like that a name, or fear in their mind a name, and humanize it a little bit, it almost makes it easier to cope with it, to not even cope with it, but to destroy it forever. And I made a video like this quite a few months ago, almost 6 months ago now. It's actually one of my most popular videos, where I talked about how I used to call my retroactive jealousy a dragon. And I'd imagine it was a dragon. And basically every time a thought would come into my mind that didn't sit well, it was the dragon wanting to be hungry. And every time I gave in to the dragon and would explore a thought or ask my partner questions or do any sort of compulsive behavior, I was feeding the dragon and I was making him stronger. And that video resonated with a lot of people, so I thought I'd kind of create another one and add a few more things to it. So before we dive into this, of course, you know what's coming. Go ahead and click that like button. This will help with the YouTube algorithm, get this video out to more people that need to see it, help grow this channel as well, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Check the links in the description below. I have my 7-day retroactive jealousy course on special right now with a special price. And I have a Facebook group for retroactive jealousy sufferers, that if you're suffering, you need some questions answered, whatever it is, you can go on there and get the help that you need. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, when I was suffering from RJ, one of the things that helped me out a lot was pretending my retroactive jealousy was a dragon, giving it a name, kind of humanizing it a little bit. And like I said, anytime an anxious thought would come over me, an anxious response, an anxious feeling, I would pretend like that was a dragon that was inside of me, that was hungry and wanted to eat. And every time that I did a compulsive behavior, so explore the thought to try to rationalize it, again, ask questions to my partner, go on social media to look for answers, I was essentially feeding the dragon. I was making it stronger. I was giving in to what it wanted, because that's how retroactive jealousy is. That's how it lives. That's why it's OCD. That's why it survives, is because we are doing these compulsive behaviors. But what happens when we stop doing these compulsive behaviors? And again, I wanted to humanize it. I wanted it to kind of make sense in my head. So I said, every time I'm not giving into this compulsive behavior, I'm starving the dragon. And eventually, what happens when you starve, when you can't eat? You die, right? You starve to death. And sometimes it takes time for this to happen. You know, I think a human can go, months and months and months without food. Dragons might be able to go months and months. I'm not really sure on that, but mine didn't last months. But anyway, eventually it will die off. So that was kind of just what I imagined every single time a thought would come up. I'd be like, nope, you can starve, dragon. I'm not going to give in to you. You can starve, dragon. And of course, I'd feel very anxious. I'd feel the anxious response. I'd want to do a compulsion. I'd want to feed the dragon, but I wouldn't. I'd take a deep breath and I'd refocus back on what I was doing. And the dragon, of course, would be angry. He'd say, feed me, more, feed me, come on. But I wouldn't give in to it. And eventually, I slayed the dragon. I starved him. And that was the end of that. There was nothing left keeping the dragon alive. There was no more attention to these thoughts. There was no more power being given to these thoughts. There was no more food being given to the dragon. So, poof, no more dragon. Retroactive jealousy was gone. Now, this video on Facebook, a lot of people have commented. A lot of people have even commented in the course, sent me emails about it, that they've kind of found their own ways of humanizing retroactive jealousy. And one of the ways I thought was kind of fun was somebody pretended that their retroactive jealousy was just a silly cartoon character. And the one that they said is Donald Duck. They just pretended retroactive jealousy was Donald Duck. And every time they'd get an anxious thought, triggered thought, whatever it is, painful thought about their partner's past, they'd feel it and they'd laugh about it. They'd be like, there's Donald Duck again, just doing his thing. There's Donald being silly again. There's Donald quacking again, quack, quack, quack. I don't need to listen to Donald right now. He's just being silly. And, they'd ignore it and keep going on with their day. Donald came back again. Not now, Donald. I know what you say is not important. You're just a silly cartoon character. And they'd go about their day. And that seemed to really work well for them. And I thought that was kind of funny. I thought maybe other people would be able to do that too, because I've heard others say that laughing at their jealousy works, because some people know that it's ridiculous, that they don't want to feel this way. They shouldn't feel this way. But obviously, we can't really control how we feel when we have RJ, right? It kind of takes control of our emotions and everything. But they know it's silly. So every time they get an intrusive thought, they just laugh it away. Haha, whatever. You know, it still sucks. It still hurts. But it keeps them from doing this compulsive behavior. It humanizes the whole situation. It brings it up to light. It almost shines a light on the darkness of it, right? And allows you to move forward without doing a compulsion when it's just something silly and something funny. And one other person that I worked with said they gave their retroactive jealousy a name, and they named him Claude, because they said Claude just sounds like somebody that they don't like. It's just one of those names. I'm sorry if your name's Claude out there. I'm not trying to laugh, but Claude is just one of those names that almost somebody that just sounds like they would be deceiving or something, or give bad information or false information, or try to go behind people's backs. And so they would say every time they'd received a retroactive jealousy thought, they'd say, not now, Claude. I'm not going to listen to you, Claude. I listened to you before, Claude, and what happened? I got in an argument with my significant other. I listened to you before, Claude, and what happened? I got twisted in all these thoughts and had a bad anxiety attack. So Claude, not now. I'm going to focus back on my day. Shut up, Claude, not now. So you can kind of see how doing this sometimes is a little bit easier to latch onto. It's almost like it's a game, almost, if you can make a game out of this. Sometimes it's just hard to think like, oh, here comes the thought. Oh, I need to try to not do a compulsion of this thought. Oh, but this thought, it seems so real. Oh, maybe I need to check. No, let's not check. Sometimes that can be hard. For some people, it works. Sometimes it can be hard. So almost making a cartoon out of it makes it much easier. Instead of, oh, there's another retroactive jealousy thought. Oh, no. What do I do? Oh, no. It's, oh, there's that silly dragon again. It's hungry. I'm not going to feed you now. Oh, there's Donald Duck again, quacking. Not now, Donald. Well, there's Claude again, here to give me bad advice, here to tell me something that's false. Not now, Claude. And, that way you can kind of go about your day in a more fun, humorous, almost gameplay way. And it takes away the seriousness of everything else in life. So humanizing, OCD, retroactive jealousy, giving it a name and things like that, I would try it if you have not tried it already. It worked really, really well for me. It did. It worked really well, especially when I was first starting out, when I first started understanding that, wow, I can't do these compulsions anymore. These compulsions are hurting me. So try it out in your own life if you haven't done so. Pick a name, pick a cartoon character, pick something. Some people call jealousy the green-eyed monster. You can, say the green-eyed monster's hungry. You can do it like that, play around with the dragon, but I think you'll be pretty impressed with the results. And again, over time, when you starve the dragon, when you ignore Claude and Donald Duck enough, they'll stop bothering you. The dragon will stop asking for food. Claude will stop giving you advice. Donald Duck will stop quacking in your ear. And your retroactive jealousy will cease to exist. It will be all done. There'll be no more power. There'll be no more energy giving it life. It'll be done. And sometimes all it takes is turning your retroactive jealousy into a human, into a cartoon character, into something just to kind of laugh about it, make it fun. Sometimes that's all it takes. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. That'll help get this video out to more people that need to see it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I got more videos coming your way, I can promise you that. And please check the links in the description below for my 7-day Retroactive Jealousy Road to Freedom program, and also the Retroactive Jealousy Facebook group that you can join for free right now. So thanks everyone again for joining me. See you in the next video.